Freezer? Okay, looks like we have Tempest Scout spawning on the 12 o'clock position and Hydra spawning on the bottom 6 o'clock position before the game has started. Looks like we Freezer's job once again. He has some computer issues. I think he will be back temporarily. And looks like he's back. And looks like Tempest going for a fast expansion here, not going for any kind of proxy 2 gates or any cheesiness like that. But he certainly can transition into something like that in the later game. Maybe do some strong mid game push or early pressure. Looks like Hydra has gone for overpull here, and he has sent out a drone to scout Tempest.
And I think I'm back. Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay, yeah, I think I'm having some problems with my internet. I'm hoping that's not going to happen anymore. I've had a couple problems with there, but if I disconnect, I should be back within 30 seconds or a minute. So sorry about that, everyone. I don't know if you went over the builds. I assume you did.
Okay, good. Tempest has put down a pylon at the entrance of Hydra here. Hydra will not be able to put down his natural expansion until he kills that pylon. This is a very annoying move. But Hydra has sneak out a drone and build his second base at the 9 o'clock position. That's very smart of Hydra here.
Yeah, it looks like it's actually going to be a cannon and a gateway going down on that pylon right now from Tempest. So definitely, Tempest has been sent out on this map with the strategy prepared. And Lings can get through here. So I think Hydra now has to make the decision. Does he kill the pylon or does he kill the cannon? And he's going to focus down the pylon, which I think is the correct move because now any extra... actually, the gateway is completely walling there, so the Lings can't get out anymore. I was going to say that Lings could probably run around and kill any extra pylons, but that cannon's going to be able to come up, and the pylon's going to come up as well. The gateway's not dead, so the cannon's going to be able to start shooting at these Lings. They need to kill this gateway so they can get out and try to kill that cannon. But the Lings are bugging out. Okay, and the gateway goes down. 4 Lings left are going to attack the cannon and should be able to take it down. But actually, no. The pylon's going to stay alive just barely, and drones being pulled off now to try to kill the cannon, and he does barely kill that cannon without losing any drones. So, actually a huge investment there from Tempest early game, and was not able to kill any drones. So really not a good start for Tempest right now. I'm not sure, he doesn't even have his gateway down on his front. There's 1 cannon coming up and there are no Lings out. And actually, Hydra got his hatchery up at his 3rd base, so he's in completely fine shape right now, totally in control of this game.
And Tempest has built a pylon at Hydra's 2nd base there, trying to do some more cannon harassment. But I think that's just like a after move. After if his cannon rush success, he'll put on 2 cannons to kill off Hydra's earlier. But the cannon rush failed, so I think Tempest is in a really, really bad position. But Hydra is going for some kind of early Hydra aggression. He has put on his Hydraless stand. I don't know if it is scouted or not. I don't think it's scouted. And the Tempest has put on his Nexus, looking to get back into this game, but I think he's way far behind.
Yep, and there are several Lings out already, so... JC, by the way, anyone who's wondering, I'm Freezer Jumps, the other commentator is Eaton.
Yep, hi.
Several Lings out right now, and there's a Hydra Den, so I imagine that Hydra is just going to go for an early Hydra Ling all-in. The problem for Tempest right now is that his tech is so far behind that he's never going to be able to get Storm out in time. He's not going to have enough Zealots out in time. And if he dedicates everything to Zealots and Cannons to try to defend, then he's going to have to skip Corsairs, he's not going to have any map control, he's not going to have any scouting, and Hydra's going to be able to do whatever he wants. He's going to be able to take 4th base pretty easily, and Tempest just has to defend until he can get some tech out, get a lot of units out. And right now he has his 2nd gas going down, his core is coming up, Um, but really, that early build from Tempest, while it seemed like it was pretty well thought out. The pylon was going to wall, and then the gateway was going to wall to block the lings. But it just didn't seem. It was very very thin. And I think if he had brought maybe a couple probes to block for the cannon, then he might have been able to hold it a bit more that way. There's a first zealot coming out now from Tempest, going to try to go to the third and get one or two drone kills. I think the Lings have seen it and they're coming over to block. But actually, no, yeah, he just makes some more Lings at his third base, so that should be able to take care of that zealot. A little bit of drone micro here, and he should be able to save all of his drones from being killed by the one zealot.
Yeah, and Hydra is very smartly putting his Hydra's back to prevent scouting from Tempest here, and Tempest has not seen the Hydras from Hydra, but he somehow put down some more cannons. Maybe he has seen it. I This is very curious. Like you said, I think what he should do in the when he do the early cannon rush, he should put down his second gateway as when his first gateway got killed off. He should immediately put out the second gateway to prevent the Zergin from running out. But he hasn't do that, and right now the Hydra's are outside his base. He's only 3 cannons up. I think first cannon will be sniped, and more Zergin is running in. This is going to be very close. And and then the cannon finishes. I think the Hydra will not be able to break here.
Yeah, he doesn't have to break immediately. As long as he has the three hatcheries pumping Hydras, he's going to be able to pick at the forge, and then he's going to be able to pick at the gateway, and he's going to force more and more cannons to be built. Um, and that's just going to delay everything even more from Tempest. There's two more cannons going up now. There's two already up. Once the gateway goes down, I imagine Hydra's just going to lunge in again with all his Hydras that are reinforcing right now and try to pick off a couple more cannons. The other thing he could do is just run right past the cannons, at which point there's nothing that Tempest would be able to do to save his main. But no, he's just going to go for the cannons. Picks off two immediately. The third one goes down very quickly. There's a couple zealots and a few probes picking at the Hydralisks, and a couple of them go down, but there's still a bunch left. All the cannons are dead. There's one zealot and only probes, and I think Tempest has completely lost this game.
Yeah, he just does not have enough. He just doesn't have enough cannons, not enough zealots, not enough everything after that cannon rush. And GG coming out from Tempest here. First game, a very easy win for CJ enters here.
Yep, it was just an early all-in build from Tempest. It wasn't able to do any damage, so from that point, it's just pretty much ABC StarCraft from Hydra, and he executed it very well and shut down what could have been a pretty embarrassing loss if he had lost that game to Tempest.
Yeah, certainly.
So for anyone who hasn't been following the playoffs, the way that we got to this point was KT was the third seed, and they played STX Seoul in the first round, and they beat them two matches to one. And then they played Woongjin Stars in the next round, who had beaten Samsung Con already, and KT advanced over Woongjin Stars 2-1 as well. CJ was actually seeded directly into this match from getting second place in the Pro League this season. And as it stands right now, it's a best of 3 of best of 7s. Last night, KT Rolster won, so CJ Entis now has to beat KT 2 times in a row to be able to move on to the finals against SKT, who were seeded there for getting first place in the season.
Yeah, and the final will be hosted in my home country, China. But I don't have the fortune to watch it. Let's rewatch this. Looks like John was not able to get out after the pylon block. It was a John tight, and then there goes down the gateway. Yeah, the Zerglings was not the gateway was tight, was able to block the choke, so the Zergling cannot run out. Yeah, like after Tempest built a pylon, his probe just walked back right to his base. I think what he should do is he should put his probe back and maybe try to rebuild his gateway after he got killed. Yeah, he built a second pylon at the Hydra's third. Yeah, if his probe was
Yeah,
here,
I don't think he would have been able to rebuild the. I don't think he would have been able to rebuild the gateway, but I think with one, even two or three probes, if he had pulled a couple, he would have been able to A, block for the cannon, and B, do a bit of extra damage to the Zerglings and maybe kill them a bit faster. If you'd kept that cannon alive, I'm not sure what his follow-up plan was. Um,
I
I
think,
imagine he was going to keep trying to contain Hydra
yeah.
into his main, but there was also the third base, so I'm not really sure what his strategy was going to be. Lynx coming from the third base would have been able to kill the cannon eventually, um, but I guess we'll never know.
I think what he was trying to do is that he's trying to build cannons at a third base. But I don't know if the cannons will finish up in time.
Yeah, it was just a weird build, I guess. The
It's a
other
really
thing that I wanted to say, it was kind of weird for CJ to play Hydra first. Hydra's normally their ace player, and they reserve him for um, sort of emergencies if they really need to win a game. I guess it makes sense sending him on alternative, which is kind of the Zerg favored map. So in that sense, it makes sense. But still, I would have liked to see someone else play on that map, just because CJ has so many players who are very strong against Zerg. They probably could have sent out someone like Movie or Lita to try to be able to snipe a Zerg, but and then still be able to have Hydra for later in the match.
Yeah, they could just save up Hydra for some other important matchups. But sending out Hydra in the first match is like getting like a safe win for CJ. Maybe the coach doesn't want to play. Maybe the coach just want to get some as much easy win as possible. I think because KT roster usually save up Flash for like last, but it wasn't the case for last time. So I don't know. I don't want to miss Flashy. Based on the maps, let's see. So the second map we have.
Flash played on Circuit Breaker yesterday.
Oh yeah. So we might have Flash again, but unlikely though. The
Yeah.
coach
Based-
won't send out a player like for the same map twice. Circuit Breaker is
Well, he could.
he could, yeah, but it's not likely. That's what I'm saying. Circuit Breaker is a pretty Terran favorite map, I would say. Yeah,
Circuit Breaker's kind of balanced, I think. I think it's mostly balanced for the most part.
it's favorite
None
Terran
of
in
the
like
maps are-
PvZ and favorite Porthouse a little bit in PvT.
Yeah, so overall it's pretty balanced. You can't really send out a specific race based on that.
Yeah. I would love to see Lida. And maybe Crazy Hydra again. That'll be epic.
Yeah, the epic rematch of the two-port Wraith versus two Hatch Hydra. Or not Hydra, sorry, Muta.
He should do 3-port raid.
Yeah.
To be like, screw you.
I don't know.
I can just beat
I
you
just wanna
with
see Lida
Crazy
win.
Hydra.
When Lita wins, everyone's happy. Because Lita is so friggin' happy.
He's awesome. How old is Lida?
I don't know. Maybe 2021?
They have to go to
You just look it up.
Okay, I'll look it up. Lida search. Let's see. Shane Samum, who were Korean. He's 22. Yeah, you're right, 22.
He's an old man.
Yeah, he's old. I remember like reading an interview that says he's like the oldest in the team, I believe. They have to go to